Do you ever feel like stress or anxiety has a fixed grip on your life, squeezing tighter and tighter and leaving you exhausted? It might feel a little like you're a race car speeding down the highway and unable to slow down. But just like that finely tuned car, our bodies have an accelerator and they also have brakes. And today I'm going to show you how to use those brakes by sharing the secrets of something called your vagus nerve. You could think of the vagus nerve as a vital telephone line between the brain and your internal organs. So basically, when the brain calls down to the heart or the lungs or intestines and says, "Hey, everything all right down there?" It's the vagus nerve that acts as the messenger, and it's also what allows the heart or the other organs to respond. As such, the vagus nerve is quite the multitasker. It plays a role in important organ functions like digestion, heart rate regulation, breath control, and even your overall immunity, all of which in turn can significantly impact how stressed or anxious we feel if those things aren't working correctly. When we talk about activating or stimulating the vagus nerve, quite simply, we're talking about finding different ways to relax and rebalance ourselves to relieve all that stress. So let's start with a simple test. Place one hand over your heart and the other hand over your stomach. Now take a few simple, natural breaths and see if you can tell whether one of your hands is rising more than the other. If the hand over your chest is rising more, it suggests shallower and faster breathing, which tends to activate our sympathetic nervous system, which is a big fancy term for the fight or flight reflex. Think of that like hitting the accelerator of your race car. Now that can be great if you're, say, escaping from a tiger or exerting yourself at the gym, but it's not so great when we're trying to relax. The secret to relaxation here is to tap into our parasympathetic nervous system, an even longer and fancier term for rest and digest behavior. And that's the brakes of our car. So sure, both are important, but you wouldn't want to drive a car without its brakes. So to tap into this rest and digest sensation, we basically want to breathe in a way where the hand over your stomach is making the more significant movement, which allows your breath to be slower and calmer. So let's try gently tapping those race car brakes now. Close your eyes and breathe smoothly in and out, consciously lifting both hands with the stomach and chest as we inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1, and then let the mouth hang softly open as you exhale for 3, 2, 1. To give our brain a chance to understand what it is we're doing, repeat this 3, 2, 1 rise and fall breath for at least 4 cycles. This will give the vagus nerve telephone system a chance to get the message to your brain to calm down. For our second approach, we're looking to smooth out the emotional bumps in the road that you might find as your race car speeds along the highway. We'll do this through gentle pressure or touch, which for many of us can feel really soothing, similar to the way that babies tend to be soothed when you rock them back and forth. So here we'll take our middle fingers and place them gently inside the ears, not to block them, but just resting against the flatter part of the ear, next to the ear canal. Then to enhance that effect, start to sway your upper body slowly from left to right, letting that soft press against your ear guide your rhythm as you breathe calmly. Give yourself a good 30 seconds here, swaying back and forth with the eyes closed. And when you come back to center, you'll probably find that the journey feels a little smoother. Our third technique draws on the reassuring sound of a well-tuned car engine, or the soothing sound of a cat's purr, if that sounds better to you. As we do so, we'll be tracing the path of the vagus nerve, signaling to the brain via our special telephone system that all is well. So finding a nice, comfortable seat, take a slow breath in, feeling your stomach rise, and on your slow exhale, start to hum softly. This should already have a lovely calming effect, but I'll give you a tip to make it even more effective. So as you're breathing in and then humming on your exhale, start to lightly tap around the area of your chest with your fingertips. And then on your next breath cycle, shift the tapping down to your solar plexus, just below the sternum. And finally, move the tapping down to the abdominal area on your third breath cycle. I'd recommend 2 or 3 complete rounds of this technique, tapping gently on your chest, solar plexus, and stomach. Now, it's important to note that not every technique works for every person, and you might personally need a more specific stretch to completely release your stress. I've made you a PDF of these 3 techniques with some extra tips, which you can find linked in the description of this video. And to reap the benefits of these techniques immediately, you should watch this video for a 10-minute vagus nerve practice that we'll do together to get you finally feeling more relaxed.